and welcome to TheMan Games. We are doing our All Out Predictions today. This is getting recorded before this week's AEW, so
it could all go into shit.
Yeah, things could change. Obviously, we don't even have a World Championship match announced yet, so
I was thinking that as I was writing my notes, I was like, I think we're missing a belt here.
Yeah. So who knows what's going to go on with that, but yeah, we are going to go through our predictions of the matches that already have been announced. If you're new watch TheMan Games, so make sure to give this channel a subscribe. We do normally do like 2K22 content, but we do other things like this as well. Make sure to subscribe to our newsletter, there is a link in the description. And make sure to click that like button and drop us a comment. So the first match we're going to talk about is Athena going up against Jade Cargill.
It's making me go to the bottom of it.
So I think this one's I could totally be wrong, but I just see Jade retaining.
100%. I said like I'd love to see Athena win, but I just don't see it happening. So I think it's 100% going to be Jade.
I don't think ex-WWE superstar is the person to beat Jade. Just because obviously they're building and building and building Jade up as like this force.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, I think it's a bit like the Roman Reigns, in my opinion. You want someone coming up to dethrone that person, not...
Have you got anyone in your mind that you would like to do this eventually? I know it's probably not like right now, but in general.
There's not many layers to the AEW women's roster, so it is a bit... Jamie Hayter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
You could build her.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Okay, fair enough.
So yeah, we're both going for Jade.
Both go for Jade.
So the next match is Ricky Starks against Powerhouse Hobbs.
I'm going Hobbs.
Yeah.
You?
I don't know. This is a bit of a tricky one. I can see reasons why both could win, but I think I'm gonna go Ricky Starks just because coming out of this, he needs to be the biggest star in my opinion.
Okay, that's fair.
Just because he has more star power about him, and hopefully they're gonna try and like build him a little bit now. He's out of Team Taz and separated from Powerhouse Hobbs, so I think he needs to win, and they need to like start pushing him more.
Then okay.
Like after this match, just separate him. And maybe have Ricky Starks being Wardlow's next opponent, maybe.
Oh, I like that, to be fair. You've kind of told me to swap over, but I'm not going to. I'm going to stick to my guns, but yeah, I can see exactly what you're saying there.
So the next match we're going to talk about is Jungle Boy against Christian Cage. Now this is a match I've been wanting to see for a very long time.
Very excited about this match.
Yeah, I just think, for me personally, it's just been dragged on a little bit too long. I think we've had weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and build. It's just been, I don't know, I'm ready for the match already kind of thing, if that makes sense.
That makes sense. Jungle Boy to win?
Yeah, I think Jungle Boy.
Yeah. And that's who you're predicting, I'm assuming?
Yeah. They're all off.
After everything that's gone on,
yeah,
he has to win. Otherwise, I just don't see not that I don't see the point, but like...
Yeah, the whole point of this feud is to build a new... Same with the Ricky Starks, the whole point is to build a new star. So,
yeah, why would you make him lose now?
And they don't normally do rematches a lot in AEW, but I can see Jungle Boy winning here, and then they maybe do a rematch and Christian wins, which I'm okay with.
Yeah.
Because obviously Jungle Boy gets the big pay-per-view win. But yeah, I think this is a feud where, in my eyes, we need more than one match out of it.
Okay. I'll see how this match goes, and then I'll see if I agree or disagree with you there.
Well, I feel like if Jungle Boy gets the win, maybe then Christian's like, yeah, you got lucky, but how about we have, I don't know, he's like a ladder man, isn't he? So say, I don't know what he'd have a ladder match for, but like, some kind of stipulation match.
Okay. Maybe. We'll see.
The next match we're going to talk about is Keith Lee and Swerve Strickland going up against the Acclaimed for the Tag Team Championships.
Thoughts?
I think it's just going to be Strickland and Lee returning. I think
They haven't had the belts that long, have they?
And the last few champions haven't had the titles that long, so I think we need
a longer
reign, yeah, to try and get a bit more credibility back to the title.
Yeah, I completely agree.
But
100%.
I wouldn't be mad if they did win the tag titles, because I think they consistently have a good segment on AEW.
Yeah, that's...
And I think they have evolved more, and they are a lot better than they were.
Yeah.
And
I agree with all that. I do agree with all what you're saying. I just... Yeah, I think that Swerve and Lee are like... I think they're going to hold on for a bit longer.
yeah, it's too soon.
Yeah, too soon.
So now we're going to talk about Daniel Bryan going up against Chris Jericho. So you've got to think Daniel Garcia might play into the finish of this match. Obviously Jericho is his leader of the Inner Circle. Bryan Danielson's his hero.
I'm going to say Bryan to win.
Yeah, I think... I don't know, this is tricky.
I mean, I love everything that Jericho does. I just think he's an enigma, and everything he's done has been amazing.
And with these two guys, we're in a situation where neither of them needs the win.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it is a bit of a difficult one to call. I think I'm just going with Chris Jericho just because you said Bryan Danielson.
Okay, fair.
Yeah. I think I could see them maybe doing Daniel Garcia turning on Jericho, joining the Blackpool Combat Club, but then is he just going to be another number? You know, he's just the same as if he was in the Inner Circle. He's now like the fifth person in it.
Yeah.
He already is that. So maybe he stays with Jericho. I think I would prefer that if he cost his hero the match and became an even bigger heel. So the next match is the Casino ladder match, which this is a bit of a hard one to say who could win this, because obviously we don't know who's actually going to be in it.
That's literally written.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think of people that, could
Might
be in it.
I feel like,
It's a bit... I mean, if you think of big names that don't have a match, but obviously then something could get announced for All Out.
Yeah. I'm not going to make a call on this because I pretty much can't.
So I could see them maybe doing Miro, Sting and Darby Allin against House of Black. So you think they wouldn't be in there. Obviously we don't know if there's going to be a championship match, so we don't know if Jon Moxley will be the champion to face the winner of this. Yeah, so it is a tough call. I want to say someone there, but yeah, it is a bit difficult. I mean, it could even be someone new, because there'll be like a wild card.
Yeah.
Probably. I'm gonna say Orange Cassidy.
Oh, okay. Cool. I'm not going to say anybody because I don't. Sorry. But that's a nice thing.
So the next match it is for the interim AEW Women's World Championship.
Right, before we go into this.
You didn't know that Thunder Rosa had to give her a title, did you?
Why?
Because, one report was that she's injured, another report was that she's been suspended. I think I kind of believe more the injury side of it, because she cut this promo on AEW last week where she was really upset, and it looked like completely genuine. I just don't like these interim AEW champions.
Literally the first thing I've written is I hate it, especially like what they do with the men's, and like CM Punk wasn't even gone that long.
Nah.
If it was like 6 to 9 months, I'd be like, okay, maybe you do need to fill someone in, but it was like what, 2 months?
But just to me, it's just like interim just means you're not really the champion. Like,
yeah, they need to just give it the title, don't they? And then someone wins it rather than doing an interim one.
Yeah, like this AEW interim, like Jon Moxley was the first ever 2-time AEW champion, but it feels like tainted because he was the interim champion.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I feel like it should have been a big deal. But
No, and they never said it was.
No,
Like they did.
no.
They just kept saying.
they never
oh,
said 2-time champion. They just said John Moxley, the new interim champion. So
Not a fan.
I'm not a massive fan of this.
No.
Obviously, my prediction was, as it was meant to be Thunder Rosa against Toni Storm, Toni Storm turning heel and taking the title from Thunder Rosa. Now, I would really like to see a heel Toni Storm because I've never actually seen it. Like all the time she was in WWE, she was. Was she a heel for a little bit? She was a little bit of a heel at the end of AEW. She was a little bit of a heel at the end of NXT, I think maybe, but I would like to see a heel Toni Storm in AEW just because there's Jade who's a heel, but she's just like a dominant heel. There's Britt Baker who's probably the best heel, not just in the women's division, but one of the best heels in the company.
Yeah.
So I think she could be like another top heel for the women's division if she did turn.
I want Toni to win.
Yeah.
Absolutely. If she doesn't win, though, I won't be particularly disappointed or annoyed if Britt Baker wins. Yeah, that's my thoughts.
Yeah.
I want Toni to win. I feel like.
I don't want Britt to win just because she's going to go through the same thing as John Moxley went through.
Yeah, no, I get that. I do get that. But if it's not going to be Toni, then I want to pick someone second.
Yeah. I'm gonna say Toni. I can't see Jamie Hayter winning because it's too soon for her.
Yeah.
And Hikaru Shida, she's hardly been on AEW. All her wins are on Dark or Elevation or that. So I think it's going to be. I think with Toni Storm getting the pin on Jamie Hayter.
Okay, that's a big call. Like that's a what's the word? Specific call.
Yeah. So now the next match we're going to talk about is Wardlow and FTR going up against Jay Lethal and the Motor City Machine Guns.
Yes. I'm excited for this match.
Yeah.
I am. I'm going to go for Wardlow and FTR.
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to agree with you on that one. Just because, Wardlow, he's on like his face streak at the moment.
Yeah.
I can see him, just... And obviously FTR, they're like one of the best tag teams in the world at the moment. So
it makes sense.
It makes sense for them to win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And so originally, apparently Eddie Kingston said that him and Sammy Guevara were going to have a match at All Out. But I don't know. You might not even know this, but apparently Eddie Kingston got suspended for 2 weeks because him and Sammy Guevara had a backstage altercation where apparently I think Sammy. This is just internet rumor. But take it, it's up to you whether you want to choose to believe it or not. Apparently he called him like a fat lazy worker or something like that. Eddie Kingston slapped him and then got suspended for 2 weeks. So now, to me that's the only reason why this match isn't happening. So now Eddie Kingston will have a match on the pre-show against
Tomohiro Ishii?
Yeah. I don't want to sound like to me they're just hard names to pronounce.
No, but we can learn to pronounce them.
Yeah.
It's respectful. We have a hard last name to pronounce, and you get to know people, so.
So yeah, they're going to have a match on the pre-show. I'm just going to say Eddie Kingston to win.
Yeah, I'm going to say Eddie.
Yeah.
I love Eddie.
I love Eddie Kingston as well, but I don't say zero interest, but I have no reason to care about this match, which sounds awful. But.
No, but there's been no build or anything, has there? So.
And finally, so this could maybe be the main event if they don't give us an AEW World Championship. It will be the final of the inaugural AEW Trios Championships.
Championships.
Yeah. So obviously they've not actually. So as we're recording this, they don't have the final bracket. But I'm just going to assume it's going to be the Young Bucks and Omega going up against the Dark Order. Now they were putting over on Rampage that Ten was getting in. He was dealing with an injury or something like that. So I can see Ten having to not fight, and then Hangman Page is going to fill that gap.
Yeah, I can see that. So who are you picking then?
I'm going to pick the Dark Order. Because Hangman and the Young Bucks are kind of... They're slowly maybe making friends again. And then obviously now Kenny Omega's back. And then at Full Gear you saw the the nod from Matt Jackson to Hangman Page. That's not really even played into anything yet, so I can see the Dark Order winning, and then the next story is Omega and the Young Bucks being like, whose side are you on? Are you my friend? Are you his friend?
Okay.
Did you want me to lose the championship, kind of thing?
Okay.
I don't think Omega needs to come back and win a championship straight away.
Yeah.
Especially if he's still dealing with injuries and stuff like that.
I'm gonna say the Young Bucks and Omega just to be different from you. I think what you're saying is a good sell, and I can see that happening. But I wouldn't be surprised if they did put them on the Young Bucks to begin, just because I don't know, say Omega. Yeah.
Sir, do you think Jon Moxley will defend the AEW Championship? If so, who against?
I think he should. Like, it would just be ridiculous to me that they didn't have that belt on the show. But I don't know who against.
So you don't think they'll just do a Punk rematch?
I mean, yeah, they probably will, won't they?
I don't know.
Yeah, okay, a Punk rematch, I'll say. Yeah, I think, considering it was such a quick match on Dynamite, kind of makes sense they have to do a rematch, do you know what I mean? Because, yeah, it just doesn't make any sense otherwise. You?
Well, what would be cool is if, obviously, when this video goes out, AEW already happened anyway, but he could come out and he could be like, so I guess like I'm not defending the championship at the pay-per-view. If there's anyone back there that wants a title shot,
And now's your
chance. And then MJF returns and challenges him for the title at All Out in the main event. And it will be the first time that Jon Moxley and MJF fought at All Out for the championship, and he could be like, obviously you need no build because they've already had the match once. This could be MJF's return to winning the championship.
It's like you could like give me like oh, just take this crappy idea and I've got a great one up my sleeve. I like that idea. So yes. I hope yours goes now, not mine.
Me too. So there you have it, there are our AEW All Out predictions. Please let us know in the comments what you think is going to go down at All Out. Make sure to subscribe to our newsletter, there will be a link in the description. Make sure to click that like button as well. If you aren't already subscribed to the channel, make sure to click that subscribe button and make sure you have notifications turned on. So thank you very much for watching and supporting the Man Games today, and we will see you on the next video.